In Bwebese, a coastal community in Accra, Ghana, a quiet battle unfolds against the encroaching sea, leaving residents anxious about the fate of their disappearing land. A house daringly perched on the cliff's edge, once belonging to 30-year-old Richard Beale and his family. Everything was fine until the sea decided it wanted a piece of their home, making things a bit wobbly.
Like this, when my room got broken, I was not having any money on me, so I have to go and beg someone to find a room. Many people have been homeless since this sea started breaking houses.
People living near the sea, like Mercy Langley Lante, are scared that the sea might take away their homes. They live every day not knowing when it might happen.
Every day, around 5:30 to 6 p.m., the water creeps up close to my compound. The tides splash, making it impossible for us to even sit outside.
This year alone, Mercy spent more than 10,000 Ghana cedis buying rocks. She does this every year to build her own sea defense, trying to protect what is left of her structures from the waters that keep creeping up. Some years back, there were quite a number of houses here, but all has been washed away by the rising waters. This building, which was a public toilet serving a number of people in this community, has also been broken down. Residents in this community now resort to relieving themselves in the sea, intensifying the struggle against climate change. Every year, Ghana loses about 2 meters of its coastline to coastal erosion. Shockingly, UNESCO reports that from 2005 to 2017, almost 40% of Ghana's coastal land disappeared due to this relentless force of nature. Hundreds of people in this community have already been displaced. Experts attribute the escalating coastal erosion in Ghana to the rising sea levels associated with climate change and the various human activities. These young men you can see here are gathering sand, put it in the sack so that in the evening when the water rises to a certain level, it won't be able to pull down their structure over there that has almost been halfly eaten by the rising waters.
We have lost almost 2.5 houses, so I'm trying to save the rest before something else happens.
The government, grappling with the coastal erosion, initiated the construction of the sea defense walls. Unfortunately, the project hit a pause button due to insufficient funds. Experts suggest a shift towards more budget-friendly climate-adaptive measures as a crucial alternative for the country.
Mangroves, cultivation can help, manage, the sea level rise and the impact of the sea in communities. So maybe we could start doing this kind of engagement or interventions whilst we expect, government to take action.
In 2009, developed nations promised to contribute $100 billion yearly in climate finance to assist developing countries in adapting and mitigating climate change. This support was scheduled from 2020 to 2025, yet concerns arise as analysts point out that this commitment remains unfulfilled, leaving developing nations to bear the consequences of environmental change.
They must also make available the appropriate technology, that we as Africans can use to address the impact of climate change. Of course, when it comes to technology, we're not talking about the green economy, the renewable energy, as replacement, for dirty fuel or fossil fuel, if you like. But we need technology, we need support to be able to implement these kind of interventions.
Despite efforts, the promised interventions are distant dreams, and in the meantime, the relentless sea continues to erode the land. Residents fear that their community might vanish before any substantial change take place. Godwin Asedeba, TV3 News, Accra.